Hey everyone, how's everyone doing today? My name is Gina and I am doing great. As you can see, I'm going to be working on my Tag It Tuesday for May 2018. It's a Facebook group where you create your tags once a month or twice a month if you want to do ATCs or altered cards and stuff like that. But right now I'm just doing the tags. So you need to use at least 2 of these steps in your project. And so we've got flowers, use a stencil, splatters, and add buttons. I'm probably going to do all 4. So there you go. I will link down in the description the Facebook group in case you're wondering about it, or if you've participated or whatever and you want to post your stuff. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you everything I'm going to use first, because a lot of this might be a little bit sped up. So I want you to know all what I'm using so that you will know. So I've got a piece of watercolor paper. It's the 140 pound, I do believe. And I've used, I'm in the middle of actually creating another template, another mini album template, and this is part of it. It's an insert, and I'm going to use it actually as a tag today. And I may also incorporate this into my ephemera that I'm going to be making to go along with the template. So I've got that cut out. I've also used a die cut from Spellbinders and cut out a little oval. So I've got that. I'm also going to be using this stamp, which is the from Hampton Arts PS0884. I just love that look. And I'm going to use my old French writing from, who is this from? Hero Arts. I'm going to be using a stencil. I think I got this from Walmart. It was like a pack of 12. You know, they had 4 sheets and each thing has 4 little stencils on it, and I think it was like, I don't know, $2 maybe? I don't know, but I got that at Walmart. And I'm going to be just using dollar store buttons, and I'm going to be using my Distress inks. I've got Wild Honey here, I have Twisted Citron, Bundled Sage, Mill Lavender, Shaded Lilac, Tea Dye, Ice Spruce, and Old Paper, and Antique Linen, and Tattered Rose. So I have all of these. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using all of them, but at least I have them out. I'm also going to be using a few mementos. I've got London Fog, I've got Bamboo Leaves, Lilac Posies, and Cantaloupe. Again, not sure if I'm going to use those or not, but I have them out just in case. And then I do have Archival ink in the Sepia. So those are all my inks I'm going to be using. So I believe that's everything that I'm going to be using. So, oh, there is one other thing that I'm going to be using. I almost forgot that I wanted to do this. I have an old, I bought this at an antique store a few weeks back, and it was already torn. So I don't feel too awfully bad about tearing out the pages and tearing them up. I really hate destroying books. I've talked about this before. So, you know. Oh look, Over the Rainbow by the Wizard of Oz. Oh, cute. Wow. I mean, this is like the whole thing. Oh my gosh. Isn't that neat? 1939. Wow. Ooh, look, the Chattanooga Choo Choo. Anybody remember that? I do. I guess that shows how old I am. Wow. Oh my gosh. Isn't that cool? Well, some of these I might not. Anyway, so I'm going to be using a page out of this, torn up. Just go ahead and do it. Cry, cry, cry. And I'm going to be using my matte gel medium to adhere it on. Now, usually I will like do the whole thing, you know what I'm saying, like with my torn out pieces. But in this case, I don't know if I want to do the whole area. I might just want to do just bits and pieces just to give it different texture. Like, I'm thinking maybe, you know, just something along these lines. Because this is really going to go in the middle anyway, you know. So I think I'm going to just do like that and just have it, you know, do something like this with it, I think. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my matte medium, maybe just do something like that. Yeah, why not? Do something just like that. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to take my matte medium and I'm going to just slather it on here and put these on. So once I do that and it dries, I will be back. Okay, so it's pretty much dry. Now what I want to do is I want to take my gesso and I kind of want to just do a thin little layer on it just to kind of even it out and to push, you know, some of these, just the color back just a little bit. I mean, I still want it to come through and all that kind of good stuff, but it is a little dark. I don't think that my inks will cover what I need it to if I don't do this. Alright, so I'm going to dry this and then I think that'll be good. I should have trimmed off the paper so I would know where the paper's at. Okay, I think this will be good. Because you can still see the writing and that's what I want to do. I want to keep that vintage look. Alright, so let me dry this and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, so I've got all my inks ready, I think. And I think what I want to do for the background is I want to use some iced spruce, some old paper, antique linen, tea dye, and maybe, just maybe, a little bit of vintage photo. But we'll see about that. And I will probably use some sepia for the stamping. And when I stamp and when I use my stencil, I will be using the exact same colors that I used in the background. So, let's start with iced spruce. Oh, sorry. Okay, I think I do want to go over it with a little bit of the vintage photo, just in some places. And I'm okay that you know, has come up, that's fine. Really kind of dig it. Let me go back over it with a little bit of old paper too. That's going to go like that. Let's hit it with some iced spruce again. Maybe a little bit of antique linen. Oops. Tea dye. Vintage photo again. Alright, I want to spritz it one more time. And we'll dry it, and then I'll be back. Oh yeah, I like that. Look at that. Isn't that neat? I like it. Okay, I really like that. I like the way that it's looking. So I'm going to go ahead and start stamping. And I think at first, here, I think I'm going to use this stamp first. And I think I'm going to use the sepia from Archival Ink. Okay. And I think I'm going to go with Pitt paint. Use it as well. Alright. And maybe use some iced spruce. Alright. I think that's good for that stamp. And now for the script stamp, I'm going to go with iced spruce. Oh, it moved on. I mean, it's very faintly there. So I think it's turning out pretty cool. I know y'all are probably thinking, Gina, that looks like a hot mess. Well, it does. But in the end, I know in the end it will look so cool. Actually, I think I want to use my London Fog by Memento. Okay. I mean, I don't think you can really even see that. That's the great thing about this, that the background, it's, you know, it's supposed to be in the background. It's supposed to be subtle. It's not supposed to be all crazy. I do, though, want, here, maybe use Vintage Photo. I do want some of the script, though, to show more than what it's showing. I don't feel like it's even coming out. There, that's better. Yes, much better. I like that. Yeah. Okay, there. Now I'm happy. Now I am happy, happy, happy. Alright. And now what I want to do, which is going to be something radical that I don't think I've ever done this before after I've stamped. But I know, like, the archival ink is not going to do anything. But because of the stressed ink, if I just spritz, and I'm trying to get just one little, like, fine mist, it will kind of make what I just stamped with the distressed ink a little blurry, and that's what I want. So, alright, I'm going to dry this, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now the next step I think I want to do is I want to splatter a little bit on the background. And I almost forgot I had my distressed markers. I do know what I was thinking. So I'm definitely going to be using these as well, because I'm going to be, like I said, drawing and painting a flower. Alright, So I've got my gesso here, and I want to do some splatters. So I'm just going to put a little bit out on my mat here. And I'm going to add a little bit of water and use my fan brush and just splatter till my little heart can't splatter no more. No. I'm going to splatter until I like it. I just feel like we need some white on here now, a little bit. So, let's see, where's my fan brush? There you are. I need to get fresh water. This water looks gross. Okay. Now what will happen with these splatters, because I've used mainly distressed ink, I mean it's dry, but what will end up happening is these splatters will kind of take on the color of the inks that I used, and it won't be as white. I mean, you can tell that I've splattered, but it won't be like bam in your face. It won't be like that white. So that's why I'm going with a little bit more than what I normally would. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to leave that be. And let me dry and let me clean this mess up. I've got splatters everywhere. And I will be back. But I'm digging that. I like it. I like it, like it. Okay. So I'm going to actually set this over to the side because what I'm going to be doing next is working on my flower. So, because the background is pretty much done. But y'all don't want to see me cleaning up, so I'll be right back. Okay, so let's go to drawing our flower. And I'm going to start up here. And I want it to be pretty big. Great thing about flowers is that they're not perfect in real life, so they don't have to be perfect here, you know, because Lordy knows they're not going to be. It's okay. I'm just sketching it on at first, right, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to tweak. Because I've got them all uneven. And I would do the little circle trick. You can, I don't know what that was. Oh, no idea. But you can put a circle like around what you're drawing, like a flower, and then your petals will be more even. However, I can't draw, you know, the circle is not an even circle, so that does me no good. So unless I got out my, what's that thing called? Not a protractor, the other thing, compass, to draw my circle for me so I know that it's even, which I don't have it here. I don't think I have it in my drawer. I might. It would do me no good right now. So, but we're just having fun. So, I don't like my tips of the petals to be like, you know, I like them to be a little squared. Okay, so he looks good. I'm glad with him. Alright, so now I've already got my palette out here. This is Shaded Lilac, and that's what we're going to use first. And then I'm going to also use in my distressed markers that I have here, Weathered Wood. Alright. So I'm using a paintbrush, and I've got water, and I'm just going to, at first, just go on the edge of the petals, right? Because I want to do that first, kind of define the petals. Now I will, after this is done, I will end up using a black marker as well. So we don't have to be too perfect at this point right here. And, you know, and I'm also, as you can see, all right, that needs to be a little bit darker. I'm trying to shape the petal as well now that I'm using my paint, right? Okay, this one I feel needs to be a little, okay, my paintbrush is drying out there. All right, this one needs to be just a little bit more like that. Now, I'm not a watercolorist. I've tried. I can't do it. I don't know. This gives the great illusion that there is, that you've, you know, watercolored. Well, you kind of are, you know. All right. So now what I want to do is I'm just taking clear water and I'm going to kind of go over what I just did and bring some of that. That's way too much water. Where's my paper towel? Oh, there you are. I had a little bit too much water on it. Okay. And I'm kind of just using that water. My brush just to kind of spread it out to make it a light color. And we can even go back in if we feel like we need to. I feel like it's a little light there. But yes, if you want to know how to really watercolor, I suggest the Frugal Crafter, Lindsay. She's awesome. Alright, so I'm going to dry this. Okay. Yep, it's dry. Now what I want to do is use my Shabby Shutters, or Weathered Wood rather, sorry, Weathered Wood. And I'm just going to use it to kind of go along the edges here to define them just a little bit more and to give more of a shadow of the flower, of the petals. Alright, and now I'm going to take my brush and again dip it in the water gently. I don't want too much because I want to keep the detail, but I also want to kind of just blend it in to the other color. Without losing the detail. So. Just a little bit there. Okay, so there we go. So that flower is done. Let me dry it, and then I'm gonna do a smaller one too. Okay, now let's draw the smaller one down here, I think. And now I want to use the Tattered Rose, which I have up here, and I also have it in the this. That's Aged Mahogany. Where did it go? I just had it. This is it. Yes, Tattered Rose. So, but I'm going to do the exact same thing that I just did. Okay. A little bit more in there. A little bit more juice. We need a little bit more juice. Juice. There we go. This is tiny. Probably should have made it a little bit bigger. Oh well. Done now, huh? Okay. And take the marker. All right. This was tiny. Okay. Let me dry that. Should we do another one? Maybe a little bit bigger. Oh, yeah. I'm scared. I'm scared. Scared to do one a little bit bigger right there. No, let's just leave it. I'm just going to leave it. Alright, so now I'm going to put stems on. And I want them kind of crisscross, like so. That's cute. And I'm not going to put leaves on them because I'm not good at doing that. Okay, let's see. What I think I want to do, especially, well, let me get my marker. And I think I want to use, do I want to use my I think I want to use my Pitt pens. Let me find them. I've also, though, got my Micron. No, I think I'm going to go with, because these are artist, and I think I'm going to go with the small, yes, the small nibbed one in black. Okay, so this is Faber-Castell, and now what I want to do is I'm just going to, like, sketchy. I'm not going to do it fully because I don't want to do that. I just kind of want it to be, like, this was a sketch that I colored. So pretty, right? So that's why I wasn't too freaked out. Let's see, let's make that a little more rounded. Maybe this needs to be rounded, I feel. Oh, pretty. Maybe even a lot, just a little, like that. Oh, cute. Let's do this little guy over here. If my dogs begin to bark, I apologize. The school kids are coming home, and no matter what, they bark. I know the kids will be happy. I think this is the last week of school. Okay. Let's do a little bit like that. Oh, I like it. Isn't it cute? Okay, now what I think I want to do is let me put my Pitt pen up. I do want to go around it, but I'm wondering, should I put like a little squiggly edge around it first? And I have, if I'm not mistaken, I think that this pen, if you put water on it, okay. That's what I thought. If that's an option I want to do. I don't know. But I think I do want to put a little border around. Oh, Lord. I'm probably going to just mess this up by doing this, but... Oh, no. What was that? Alright. I kind of want it to go... I kind of need to practice so that I don't screw it up. Okay. Okay. I practiced. I think I know what I want to do. Kind of want to go loopy. 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 Like that. Okay. Well, that is what it is now, isn't it? It is what it is. Maybe I can, because this is activated, if you get water on it, maybe just go around the edges like so with the paintbrush, just to kind of that. Okay. Now what I want to do is I do want to put a background in here. So I think I'm going to do antique linen, but I'm going to use my thing here and kind of just go around like so. Make it, you know, vintagey looking. Okay. I'm digging it. Alright, yep. I think, then I think what I can do is, let me find a just a little bit bigger brush. Yeah, let's use this one. And then maybe just scrub around it like so with water, just to kind of activate it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, that's good. Alright, let me dry that. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to take my vintage photo, I do believe is what I'm going to use. Is this what I want to use? I don't know. Let me see what it looks like. Hold on. Yeah, why not? And I'm just going to go around the edge to make it look vintagey, you know. There we go. Oh, isn't that adorable? I love it. I love it. I love it. I really am digging that. Alright, so now we've got our tag and our background. And now that will go on like that. Actually, I think I want to use, instead of the vintage photo, because that kind of goes into the background a little bit too much for me. Let me try the gathered twigs. I just feel like it needs to be a little bit darker. And if this isn't dark enough, I've also got walnut stain that may be even darker that we can use. No, that's perfect. See how that helped just bring that up? Love it. Y'all, I'm really digging this. Okay, we'll just stick this over here. Alright. Is that all I want to do? I think that's all I want to do for right this second. Ah, I like it. Alright, I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna use my Fabri-Tac just to put it down, because it's, it is, watercolor paper. It's kind of thick. So, I want to make sure that it's going to stay on there, you know. Okay. Let's see, make sure that we are in the center. Great thing about Fabri-Tac, you can move it if you want, if you need. And I don't mind that that is sticking up at all. I actually really like it. Oh, y'all, look, isn't that precious? Now I just need to do my hole, and I'm just using a regular old hole punch. Cute. And let me put a thing of what's this called? The hole protector. Put that there. Oh, isn't that adorable? Maybe I should go with a different color. Yeah, I like that. No, do I? I don't know. Either ones, they really either will go, won't they? Use old paper. Old paper. I'll choose old paper. Okay, so now all I need to do is do some ribbon, and I think I'm going to use seam binding. Isn't that cute though? I think it's adorable. I like it. I like it a lot. So let me get out some seam binding. I think I'll use two things. The same colors that I used. So I will use the shaded lilac. I'm going to use that on this longer piece. Right. And let's just spritz that. I'm going to ball it in a ball because I want it scrunchy, and then I'm going to dry it in a ball. Alright, now we'll do the tattered rose. Do the other in that. Okay. Oh, that's going to be pretty. And we could also do, no, I guess that's good. I guess that's a good enough. Just two. That'll look pretty. Alright, let me dry those, and okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, isn't that adorable? I love it. I love it. It's sweet. So sweet. Alright, so that is my tag for Tuesday. I love it. I really, really do. Really digging it. Alright. Wow, I like it a lot. Alright, y'all. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it inspired you to do a little something. Just get out your stuff and play. Play. Look, you don't have to be an expert drawer. You don't. Just have fun, y'all. Have fun. That's the main thing. Alright, y'all. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. That just lets YouTube know that I am making content that people enjoy, and therefore they'll recommend me, and it just will help grow my channel, and I'd appreciate it so much. And if you've already subscribed, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. But don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified for every time that I post a video. Alright, y'all. Y'all be good to one another, and I will talk to you later. Bye.